to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the RootClaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Louisiana's offense has the ball first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this team.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
To the air, it's Jennings. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's take a second to talk about the Ragin' Cajuns. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Kick is in the air. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Western Kentucky's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players. And
part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates.
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Flowers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Hilltoppers want to move quickly. From the gun, running back gets to give. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Pulls it in. It's Flowers. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Offense are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Hilltoppers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, WKU. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go to the air on second and short. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a man miss. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mitchell. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A first down run in the red zone. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, "Nah, bro, not in my house." Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
and you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his spot. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Makes the grab. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first down. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He leaves it with his back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. Rides to the back. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. He's now up to 75 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Back to pass on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense. down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dennis. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs and I'm in scoring position.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Slithers into space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Complete in the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Louisiana.
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That brings him to within 1.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that,
got a little room. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good.
14, Louisiana 6.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Raging Cajuns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
Cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Throws to the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The give on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And this offense hasn't had a great day, and this QB struggled a little bit. But here's the thing. He's also been hit, and he's been rushed. And you can tell, man, just he's got a little bit of that hurry in him. He's throwing off of his back foot. Needs to get those puppies a little bit better organized and then deliver a strike down the field.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Flowers. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
You know, good running backs are the ones
going for it all. And this one's going to be knocked away. It's incomplete, and the defense probably saved itself there. That was a free play for the offense. The defense jumped.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Got it into the red zone. Bragg down at the 18-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Topper! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Raging Cajuns have this offense rolling.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Looking to throw again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Raging Cajuns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback on the keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They stop him again, and not only that, they made this 4th down that much harder.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now
fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, WKU. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Now the toss. Trying to take it back. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fears the pressure. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with...
Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Reels it in down the left side. Pass attack. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the...
Oh, he's got some space. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass, it's Jennings. It's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Mitchell.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Just keep slinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Dennis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Cajuns. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. They're setting up the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play. And I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the two-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
So with the late lead, they're